Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Dark Souls Weaponlocke Challenge Run, the live stream series where we ban a weapon class after every boss battle. And if you want to watch these challenge runs on your own time, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel and boop that bell button to stay notified. Now, when we last left off, we managed to defeat two bosses, those being the Quellad with... Oh, what weapon was... Yeah. Quellad with the Fist and Claw weapons, as well as Ceaseless Discharge with throwing knives. And now... we'll keep going back up through Blighttown to hopefully defeat the Gargoyles with a weapon of some kind. And my thought is, since we have the whip, we might as well try that. Unless it ends up doing hardly any damage, in which case we'll need to try something else and use the whip for a different boss, but we'll get there. Also, hey, Topper Nicholson, hello, Drekor, thank you both so much for dropping by. How's you doing? Yeah, I know, you have Gargoyles hype. That's the intent, is... main goal for tonight's stream is to try and defeat the Gargoyles by any means necessary. Now, is this guy just going to attack us still? We're probably going to need to... Yep. We'll work on that. Oh, did I not? Alright, I wonder if I can light that bonfire. I know we won't be able to rush that because of this guy, but... that's important. Anyway. Sounds good, Rekor, sounds good. Yeah, it will take a little bit just to climb out Blighttown, but we'll get there. I guess not. Okay. Oh, well, that's after... or work. Okay, fair enough, Topper Nicholson, fair enough. Oh, speaking of work, how goes the job search, Topper Nicholson? I think you mentioned that before. Yeah, here's where we fought by a lad with that claw weapon. That was a long fight, now that I'm thinking about it. We were just going back and forth in this arena, but we managed to avoid all that lava and make some good progress. Ooh, brainstorming ideas for a Dungeons & Dragons character sounds like fun, Topper Nicholson. What did you come up with, out of curiosity? Oh, well, that's Homeward, which we won't need right now. Instead, we will get our Catalyst. Anyway, welcome back, Rekor. We are about to make our run through Blighttown, but I'm also realizing that there's some items on the right side of Blighttown here, so since we're down here, it might be worthwhile to at least attempt to get those. So those guys are there. Oh, Blighttown. Anyway. Hey, 9-1, thanks for dropping by. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. Oh dear. Forgot to put on. We are missing the rain, chat. The one rain to roll the... you know it's rain. We need the iron rain. Yo, Stizzle, thanks for dropping by. How you been? Right now, we are making our way carefully through Blighttown. We got the backstab, or can these guys not be backstabbed? I honestly can't remember. Yo, cool too. Welcome everybody. Welcome, welcome. Yes, we can backstab. Let's go. Anyway, that's a cool animation. What? Okay then. Well, that was rather aggressive. Anyway, even though it's been pretty cold. Yeah, it has been getting cold these days. I actually noticed that around where I'm at, it actually snowed, which is I wouldn't say unusual at this point since it's happened for a few years now, but it used to not like snow this early in the year, relatively speaking. We're about to get poisoned. Yeah, that's okay. I would cure ourselves, but we need to do something about these guys. Anyway, you have so many things going on. Ow! We're managing. There we go. Much better. Nice try. You'll get them. Ooh, astral self class sounds interesting. What's your dude who goes down beetle mode and runs over to it? Yes. That sounds like an interesting idea for a class. Oh, also, since you mentioned you're looking for positions with yeah, so if you're looking for positions with healthcare, Copper Nettleson, you'll probably find that in like large companies or governmental work or things like that. If you're applying for like a tech support position, for example, I hear like if you apply for resorts or like pharmaceutical companies, they probably offer you healthcare and good benefits too. And they also most certainly need their tech supports. Just a thought. These things are back. As always. What we will do. Because we are getting out of the swamp, we're going to get as much souls as we can. We're going to level up our whip, and then try to use the whip against the Gargoyles and see how that goes. That's the plan for tonight's stream anyway, chat. Ow. Assuming we can get out of Blighttown. Oh, I haven't seen that attack before. I mean, the one thing I'm concerned about, chat, is I haven't used the whip extensively before, so I'm not sure how accurate that description of it is, that it doesn't do particularly good against any armored opponents. Because, at least from the damage perspective, it's actually not... I mean, like, you look at the base damage on this thing. Where is it? Yeah, you look at the base damage of the whip, it's actually pretty solid, you know, all things considered. Like, it's comparable to a spear. Which, again, makes me curious as to why it would be, like not as I mean, maybe it's just the damage side that makes it not ideal against armor. I have to wonder if it's maybe better than I'm giving it credit for. But that's what we're gonna find out. Ooh. Oh dear. And we're dead. Yeah, it does have death scaling. Oh. Well, sounds like fun, Copper Nicholson. It's not high death scaling, but it's something. Like, let's look at the whip. Oh, also we got the Great Club. Forgot about that. So, yeah, we have some great hammer options. Where is it? There it is. So, yeah. Oh, okay. It actually has B and death scaling. So, you know, it's pretty solid. Pretty solid. It's not the highest I've ever seen death scaling, but it's definitely not bad. Like, I guess it's because it's kind of more of a finesse weapon. You really have to have it. It's all on the wrist, isn't it? Yeah. And the other thing I'm thinking about, chat, is the whip was in kind of a more difficult location to get. You're saying if we get +10 on the whip, it'll just cut through the gargoyles like butter? That I gotta see. Yes. All right. In that case, we know what we're doing tonight, chat. It's gonna be all about the whip when we get out of Blighttown. And we will get out of Blighttown, I swear. Yeah, the whip. Yes, the WIP, the work in progress. Yes, it's a whip on the whip. Okay, that has to be the official name of it now. It's not the whip with an H. It's the whip as in the WIP. Oh yeah, that's true. Sun's Fortress should be interesting. Well, you have to remember, Rector, Thursday's a dev stream. I might be saying it's on us. Why is Thursday a dev stream? Well, remember last week, Thursday was off because of the holiday. I mean, unless we just end up being like the Gargoyles really quickly, in which case we might end up in Sun's Fortress this stream. It all depends. Okay. The last time we tried this, we just got yeeted, which is no fun. But we will. There we go. See, not so bad. And now we just climb out of Lighttown, nice and easy. Just keep climbing. Just keep climbing. Climbing, climbing, climbing. Okay. Almost walked off the edge there. It's difficult to see at times here in Blighttown. Being able to just jump on the spot is going to feel so weird. In which game, Sizzleth? Oh, you're talking about Elden Ring. That's true, but then again, you could also jump on the spot in Sekiro, and it worked out pretty well, I think. Though, admittedly, I have not played Sekiro, so I don't have the feel for that yet, nor do I have the feeling for its riposte system. But if they integrate that well with like the other Souls-like stuff in Elden Ring, that should be pretty neat. Well, that's true. You can also swim in Sekiro, which means we... If you can swim in Sekiro, I wonder if that means you can swim in Elden Ring. I have no idea, but that'd be pretty interesting if you could. It definitely open up a lot of spots on the map. I think if I remember correctly, Sekiro actually had like that one fish that would just instantly kill you if you didn't like feed it like some kind of poison bait to get rid of it. Oh well. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that, Rockcore. Oh, speaking of which, how does your job search as well? Since I remember you mentioned you were doing that as well. Oh, that's so true, says the left. Yeah, if there's like an item on top of a wall in Elden Ring, you're just gonna have to get used to being able to jump and do parkour as opposed to... And I forgot we lost the bonfire here, so we're just going back to Andre. Yeah, Drakor, get back on track, man. Like, just doing nothing isn't going to change your situation, dude. If it helps, one thing I like to do is, like, I just write down a set of concrete steps you can take towards your larger goal. And then schedule when those steps should be done and do them. Basically, make a plan and stick with it. Yep, same goes for you, Copper Nicholson, or just anyone in general. It's a really good idea just to write stuff down, to plan ahead, and then, you know, really think about what steps you need to take to achieve a goal in life. And it doesn't matter what that goal is. Just think about where you are right now, where you want to be, and then start to figure out the steps you need to take in order to get to where you want to be. And write down what you specifically need to do to achieve those individual, we'll say, more manageable goals, and then eventually you'll be there. Make sure everything's repaired. Now we need more of these Titanite shards. Let's reinforce that whip. Well, Drektor, we're right to talk about what's on your mind. I'm just saying, like, what I'm more interested in hearing is what you plan to do to, you know, address the things that are bothering you, dude. Because the last thing I want to see is, you know, this become a prolonged trend where you're just doing nothing, you know, as opposed to at least actively working towards a goal. You know? Okay, now the real question, do we dare put get the whip to +5? I mean, how much damage was the... I'm trying to remember how much damage the Dadder was doing. Oh yeah, the Dadder +5 was definitely weaker. Quite a bit weaker. But yeah. Alright, well, that's certainly one thing you can do, Drektor. Okay. That's a good range. Actually, that's great range now that I'm looking at it. Look at this chat. Look how... Whip's got some range to it. Also has the side attack. Let's test the waters a bit on the hulls up here. Okay, so that's one thing you can work on doing. What's something else you can do, Drektor? Then these are things you have to think about. Very true. I'd rather not die to the hollows tonight if we can help it. Yo, okay, okay. That's pretty good. It's not a one shot, but I mean, to be fair, whips down. Yeah, I figured, like, how would you backstab with a whip? Like, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but... Okay. Wait, what? Oh, I just must have hit him. I was confused, like, does he have a prone animation? Like, what? My apologies. Yeah, that's another thing to do, Drektor. Definitely. Keep looking for jobs, man. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, this is... We only upgraded it to +4, Drektor. It's actually pretty solid now that I'm looking at it. I guess maybe it's better to think of it as less of a whip and more as like a chain. Because that's kind of how it seems to feel right now. Because, like, I really don't think a whip would be as strong as this IRL unless it was made of metal. And... Is this one made of metal? No, it's a leather... Yeah! No. To me, this feels more like a chain. That we're twirling around. Certainly sounds like that when we hit the sides of these areas. Oh, cool. That's good, Drektor. It's just easier to make use of your resources. Okay, let's Oh, right. We need more Titanites.
I'll be seeing you there.
That's easily fixed. Yeah, a few more souls and we'll have that. How's that, Drektor? What's on your mind in that case? I'm realizing that we didn't rest up. No. Let's see, have the ads just get rid of these guys more quickly. Ah, I see, Dr. I don't think it's necessarily Copper Nicholson that the jobs are hard to find, because right now, in the United States at least, there's actually a lot of job openings, just due to the way the pandemic has unfolded, and a lot of people changing jobs or looking for different jobs. But it's more so like just not, I guess not putting oneself out there enough. Because I mean, as an example, how many applications have you sent out this week, Copper Nicholson? Because I feel like again, and if you have everything right, but you're just not sending out enough applications, you're gonna find yourself disappointed just because you're not putting in enough legwork there to get results in a reasonable time frame, without just getting super lucky. Right. Okay, so 3 or 4 a week. That's, you know, it's better than none, but for perspective, I've probably brought this up on stream before, but I'll say it again. When I was going hard on my job search, hard for my job search, I want to say I averaged about 20 applications a week, which equates to about 2 to 3 applications, we'll say about 3 applications a day. And, you know, at that point, you know, within about a month or two, at that rate, I could realistically expect to hear back potentially about an interview within, we'll say, having a potential interview in, say, a month or 2. Because I was having out that much volume. Oh, and that is such a, that is very well put, Stizzleth. It's so important to, yeah, life is not the same for everyone. It's important not to compare yourself to others, and simply just compare yourself to where you've been, and try to keep moving forward, even if it's just a little step.
Don't get yourself killed. Neither of us want to see you go hollow.
Where do I get all my will? Are you asking me specifically, Rector, or just asking it in general? Okay, fair enough. Well, Grekor, you have to realize that anything that I put out for example, that you consider good work, let's say it's something for Hartwell, for example, well, that takes a lot of time and effort and planning and sticking to it and things like that. So I guess that's more just dedication towards a goal, and then focusing on that goal until it's completed. Now, that's not going to give you willpower per se, but I think it was, I don't remember I'm having trouble remembering the guy's name, but someone said something to the effect of, if you find yourself down in the dumps in life, come up with a goal, and then direct all your attention and effort towards achieving that goal, and see what happens. And what that is to say is that if one really does put all their time and energy towards a particular goal, however slowly they go up that, they step forward on that journey, as Stizzleth said, you know, you're still stepping forward, and that's what matters, is that you have a direction. You feel like you're going somewhere. Whereas if you, what's the right term? If you just think too far ahead about how hard something's going to be and then never actually do anything, or just only give a half effort towards something, well, then it's like your heart's not in it. And if your heart's not in it, then you're much less likely to achieve your goal, because you're thinking to yourself things like, oh, what's the point? I'm just going to fail, or it hasn't made a difference for me in the past. Why would it work now? Or, oh boy, this feels impossible. Like, you get into that kind of a mindset. Ah, okay, sounds good, Rockbar. But yeah, now back to the question about willpower, since I still I don't feel like I properly answered your question. I get my willpower from a bunch of different things. So there's no one correct answer to get willpower from. I'll just say what I've had from my own experience, and who knows, maybe that will help you find some place to get more willpower. The first place I get willpower from, I think, is from my faith. So in my case, I find that having faith in a higher being and having some semblance on scriptures of moral good and such are a good motivator to want to do good in my own life. The next highest motivator, I would say, would be my parents and my dearest friends and my other family members who all love me, because their love and support show, you know, they give you a feeling of sense of inherent worth. And you can get a similar sort of feeling with, we'll say, community members or members of a club that you're fond of and friends with. The idea is, I think the term is circles of support. So between family, friends, groups, clubs, things like that, all of that is a motivator for you, because you can chat with them. They might ask you what you're up to, and they can be a source of inspiration for you. And as you see them succeed at stuff, it makes you also want to succeed at stuff. The next source of willpower would be taking a step back and seeing how far I've come. So in my case, as someone on the autistic spectrum, I remember when I was super young and like it was hard to make any friends or even just talk to people, because it was really hard and tiring, and there were so many like rules that no one tells you that you have to learn. It just feels very exhausting. But it could have been very easy to just say, oh, this is all too much. I should just play games all day, or never actually address how to communicate with people. And we're about to die probably. This is not good. This is very, very bad. But where was I going? So but because I made the conscious effort to try and learn these things slowly but surely over time, and this took, you know, most of my primary school time. By the time I was in middle school, I'd say by the time I was in high school, I could start, you know, reasonably making friends, having good conversations with people. And then once I was in college, I was, you know, I think more high functioning. Same goes with now. But that's. And then when I look back and think on those times, I'm like, you know, it took me years to get to a point where I could feel more comfortable just talking to people, let alone making friends and such. That can be a motivator when I see, well, maybe a new challenge I'm having today. It's like, oh, there's this thing I have to program for Hartwell. It's really butting me down. It's like, but you know what? I overcame this. So compared to that, this is nothing. That's one way to... That's one way to look at it. So if you've done something hard in the past that you felt really proud of for achieving. It doesn't have to be like a physical thing that you got, say, an award for or anything. It could be something as simple as, you know what, I did really well in that one exam in college, and that was the only so gratifying. Or, you know what, I did this project, felt gratifying, things like that. I did something good for this community, etc. You can get willpower from doing those things because it's showing that you can achieve what you set yourself out to do. And to that end, I think another source of willpower is to, I would say, being goal directed in terms of what you want to achieve. So, and making sure you have those goals clearly written out or described and steps to achieve those goals. So when you make it set up like that, fair enough, Rector. What ends up happening is you write a narrative for yourself. In this case, it could be that you're going on a journey of some kind to achieve some goal. So we'll use this challenge run as an example. I have the goal to defeat Dark Souls 1, to complete Dark Souls 1 while slowly losing the ability to use different weapon classes. Effectively mean I have to use at least one of every weapon class to complete Dark Souls. This is not something I've done before. I have no idea. And there are weapon classes that, as you've seen from this challenge run, that I'm extremely unfamiliar with. But you know what? It gives me some kind of story where I'm like an active player in that story, and I have the ability to affect that story. And as the current goal is to try and get past the Gargoyles, and to do that, I've worked on upgrading this whip and trying to repair, and I'm going to try and achieve that goal. I might stumble, I might fall, but I'll get back up and then try to reassess and keep moving forward. And that can be motivating, because at that point, it's not like you're asking yourself, why am I doing this? You actually have a reason for why you're doing it. And even just having that reason can make all the difference. Yo! Yes! Look at this damage! Yes! I love this damage. This damage is awesome. Look at this, chat. We haven't done this much damage ever this challenge run. Oh dear. Move. All right. Run. Just get some water and not some water. That's this. Move. Angry Antomicx noises. I'm going for this one. This is so scary. Come on, if we can get rid of one, we got it. Careful. So much fire. Come on. Okay, we got one. Let's go. Yes. We got one, chat. Copper Nicholson, that is terrible advice. I'm sorry, man, but I completely disagree with that. Yo, that's a great example, Sizzlef. Exactly, bit by bit, you get better. Oh dear. Come on. Let's go! And there we rise, chat. Rip Gargoyles. Also, welcome, Santu. Thanks for dropping by. How's it going? And also, since we just defeated the Gargoyles, it also means we have to say goodbye to the whip, which honestly was a lot more fun to use than I thought it would be. Like, during the normal playthrough of Dark Souls, I had to come back to just using the whip. That was surprisingly satisfying. Anyway, as they say. Okay, fair enough, Santu. No problem, no problem. Glad to have you here, and hope this helps cheer you up a bit then. So, rip whips. Now the real question, what do we use next? Oh dear. Like, Rickleson, don't get me wrong, it's one thing if it's, you know, if it's prescribed by a doctor. Like, I can understand that. But it's another thing just to turn to, we'll say, some kind of substance as an escape. To me, that's dangerous. Like, very, very dangerous. Because then you just start to rely on that substance more and more until that substance rules your life. And that's not where anyone should want to be. Yeah, rapiers should be good, though. I kind of want to use the war pick, if I'm being honest, because that's I know speedrunners use that and it's effective. We could go with piercing swords, though. That's something to consider. I mean, I'll re-equip the axe for now, but I'm just trying to think ahead about what are we going to use against as we keep moving forward. So now we're getting into more, we'll say, mostly meta weapons, with the exception of like great bows and other stuff like that. But yeah. Work in progress, rusted potters, yes. But anyway, Grekdor, so to use the Gargoyles as an example, you can think of the Gargoyles as like a goal that perhaps I stumbled with a bit before and had some setbacks, but instead of just giving up, it's more so like you work towards something else that's still relevant to your goal, and when you've got more experience, you come back to that section and give it your best effort now that you've learned new things. Like, for real, Copper Nicholson, I'm not the biggest fan of caffeine either. Like, the thing about caffeine is that, sure, it keeps you awake once you have it, but once you're done with it, you crash hard. Like, it's like a big sugar crash, and that's no fun. Have we done Dado already? No, we have not, Grekdor. We have not done Dado. Dado has still remains. But yeah, now we can actually enter Sun's Fortress, which is a very interesting dungeon. Oh, Copper doesn't know about SIF. SIF is the is a interesting boss. What? It's gonna cost that much for absolution? I mean, okay. Well, I do want to. Yeah, I think we're going to have to, because I don't want to have to. As annoying as this is going to be, I don't want to have to be in a situation where we. How's that going to do? Okay, we just need 3 more of those. Okay. And now we can have our... Now we can talk to that guy again. I'm glad we were cleansed the sin. Yeah, exactly. I can't believe it costs over 18,000 souls to undo that, though. Like, that's a lot. Actually, at this point, it would be faster just to use Homeward, so let's use that. True. Oh, and before I forget, since I know I will, we absolutely 1000% need to get our Pyromancy Flame. So let's, Yep, it's time for the Pyromancies, which we do not have yet, so, strangely enough. Now, while I'm going to get Pyromancies, I'd like you all to vote on something, chat. Do you want me to go into Sen's Fortress next, or do you want me to fight Doggo? I'll set up a poll on Twitch for this. If I can find it. All right. Duration will be 5 minutes, and there we go. So there are 3 options in this poll, chat. It'll be the poll should be showing up. Copper Nicholson. It's up there. So the options are fight SIF, go to Sen's Fortress, or fight the Stray Demon. Which I feel are all semi-realistic options at this point.
Goodbye then.
Oh wait, do we have Pyromancy Flame? We might. Okay, we do. We do have Pyromancy Flame, but I don't think we have Pyromancies per se. So we probably would want which is better, Fireball or I imagine Fire Orb would just be the better option. Does cost 8,000 souls though, which admittedly we can get pretty easily. I don't know. Rector, I only see 2 votes at the moment on there. I mean, we're gonna need more souls anyway to upgrade another weapon for our next boss fight. Yeah, quite easily from Dragon Friend. So, for reference, Copper Nicholson, Sen's Fortress is just the name of a very tough dungeon that's mandatory to go through, whereas SIF is a Dado boss fight. Oh yes, that's true. Sen's Fortress, better also known as Sen's Fun House. It's in a fairly ironic way. It's the most unwholesome playground of all time. It's got lots of dangerous thingies. Oh, items. mutate those. Yep, it also has lots of snack friends. This is true. Well, I wouldn't call them friends. They're just snack. But they are snack. Of course, before we do any of that, we must get our souls up. Yeah, the thing is, while Demon Fire Stage is just a straight up reskin of the first boss with a couple of different instances in its attacks, I feel like the Stray Demon is at least different enough to warrant it being a unique boss despite it looking somewhat similar to the Asylum Demon. And that's because Stray Demon has this one magic attack that always messes me up, where it just has this massive explosion. Yeah, I feel like Stray Demon is the hardest of the three demons that we find in this game. Alright, voting has ended. Let's see what y'all picked. So, looks like it's gonna be Stray Demon. Alright. In that case, we'll need to think about what we use against Stray Demon, because Stray Demon is such a... It's a fight. Quite the fight. The one thing that I keep coming back to, chat, is there... Do we have a way to get miracles yet? Because I have a feeling that miracles are going to be one of the harder ones. Like, is there just some miracle... Some damage-dealing miracle we can get in a fairly straightforward manner at this point in the game? Like from a shop or from a... Oh, do we just get lightning by default, or do we have to level up the covenant to get that, Rekor? Ooh, okay, so we just get lightning for joining? Alright, well then we should definitely do that so we can have some miracle weapon. I mean, we have, how much faith do we have? We have 18 faith. Is that enough, Rekor? Okay. That we just need to go to where Solera is and interact with the statue. Sounds good. No one won anything, Copper Anderson. We're just aiming more souls for the next weapon we want to use. Wait, what? We need 25 faith to join Solera's Covenant. Well, and are you telling me that's the only damage-dealing miracle we can get in the near term, Rekor? Like, is there legitimately any other damage-dealing miracle we can get in this game from, like, a dungeon or something? Well, I feel like joining the Brave Lord's Covenant is going to be a non-starter as well. Don't we have to have defeated, just a bunch of death stood up with the talisman. Yeah, that's even hard yet. Oh, wait. Wasn't there that, like, that priestess that we could save in the catacombs that could sell us, like, stuff? Does she sell anything? Oh, it's a forum. We're saying you need that sword things. Well, if she sells tons of miracles, that's actually great because, sure, we have to save her in the Tomb of the Giants, but at least the Tomb of the Giants can be accessed at this point in the game. And we'll probably don't have to hold off on miracles until later anyway. I'm just trying to think ahead because I know miracles are not generally considered the best things to have around. Alright, so effectively we want to use miracles effectively. We will need to have... We're going to need to join that covenant, and then we're going to... Well, if it takes 25 faith to get the lightning spheres anyway, we're going to end up having to invest a lot in faith anyway, Gretgor. So... what I say then is... we get 25 faith. See if lightning spheres is enough to defeat any boss. And if it's not, then we have to, you know, splurge for the other one. Oh boy, if we die dead. And that says level ups are locked in that case. Oh dear. Alright. Well, I mean, the whole reason we came here is because I wanted to get some money for Pyromancies. Or, not money, some souls for Pyromancies. I'm not sure, Gretgor. There aren't too many talismans. Oh, that's not true. I think there's Velka's talisman, but that's that costs some dear. Well then. Get me out of here. We do, Gretgor, we do. But we generally don't want to use those unless we have to, because that's basically like being able to store souls, which is a valuable thing. That's out of here. That's out. Yeah. I think if we're going to fight Stray, we might want to have just some kind of ranged attack, and Pyromancies might be a good one for that. Oh dear. We came close to falling down the pit in chat, but we survived. And we will make do. We will make do. That means you delete a Discord server, Drekor. You checked a bit of both. What do you... What would that, what does that mean, Drekor? Do you mean shutting the Pyromancies down in Blighttown? Okay. Well, the thing is, I feel like the Daughter of Chaos dude would probably offer us better stuff than Laurentius can offer us. But I don't understand how...
I'm pleased to see you safe, as always. If you provide the...
Yeah, I would say just doodle what that does, Copper Nicholson, just so you're making sure you understand. So we have 2 attunement slots right now, Brektor. We'll make sure we're spending our souls wisely here. I mean, if the strat ends up being we need... Oh, right, this guy's here now. Forgot about that. Hello.
Ah, hello. I am the Primordial Serpent, chosen undead. I wish to elucidate your fate. Do you seek such enlightenment? Very chosen, so that you do this.
Ramster, you don't let us sell stuff to you yet.
Is it?
Ah, okay, here we go. So... yeah, we can feed him all the weapons we don't need anymore. Remind me, if we feed him like the green Titanite shards, that gives us large Titanite shards, right? I think that's how that works. No? Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, but we don't want to do that. That'd be bad. There are some of these short swords, though. We have... I will never understand why it makes that noise. Yep.
Farewell.
Oh, this guy's still here at least. Anyway, so what you're saying, Drekor, is that the guy down by the Daughter of Izalith is going to offer us better pyromancies at this point. You say you have a better version of combustion. What's combustion even do? Does that just... does it set the character on fire, or is it like a flamethrower? We're just going this way to get the bonfire, Drekor. Okay, so it's like some kind of melee pyromancy. Okay. Oh, okay. Really strong. All right, in that case, we definitely want the best version of combustion we can get. So yeah, let's the real question, how many souls for, I guess it would be great combustion is what it would be called. Okay, understood. It's a single hit. Thanks, guys. But I mean, exactly, for a slow boss like the Stray Demon, it would make sense, because we just need to deal a lot of damage. So, you might be saying, Antomicx, why did you come all the way this way if you need to go down to Blighttown? Well, because we have Homeward. So, literally all we need to do is get down there, get our stuff, and then just TP out. Okay. Now, real question: can we get this early? And if we can, how much souls does it cost, Gregor? But I don't want to go all the way down to Blighttown just to find out that we don't have enough souls for what we need to get. Something wrong, Rector? Alright, it's obtained from Quilana. Okay. I'm guessing we can't get stuff from Quilana yet.
As always.
Oh, I see. Well, I mean, there's no harm in reinforcing the Pyromancy Flame at this point, is there? It'll just help it do... It'll just make it do more damage, which is a good thing. And see, this will get expensive very quickly, though. Very quickly. Let's at least get Fire Orb and Combustion.
Goodbye then. Come back.
Okay. So, from my own perspective, let's see what this can do. Well, I guess we can't do that until we rest. What's wrong, Director? Only sells poison mistype pyromancies. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, this is good that we didn't go down there yet. That's alright, Darkboard. We avoided that. I will need to attune my pyromancies to before we can use it. So I do want to get a feel for it and whether we have enough to deal with the Stray Demon, which has a lot of health. So let's attune some magic. You want Fire Orb and Combustion. Okay. Oh, let's get a feel for these, chat. I will admit that's a cool effect we got here. Like, hand on fire. So let's just test this out on some hollows to see how we do. So first, this combustion still. Yo, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. And what about you? Yes. That was yes. Alright, I approve. I approve. Though, my only concern at this point, chat, is I'm not sure if we have enough damage to be dealt with Pyromancies to defeat the straight even. So I think it'll be in our best interest to, I guess, buff the Pyromancy Flame. Yeah, agreed, Drakor, agreed. Just to be safe, we should upgrade a bit more. And to that end, we must return to Dragonfriend because this will take a while. Ow. I guess it does, Copper Nicholson. I guess it does kind of sound like that. Wow, I did not know that was possible, to actually get hurt when you're rushing up the bonfire, but okay then. That ladder shall be a reminder. Wait, you're saying Stray Demon is actually vulnerable to Pyromancy? Alright, well in that case we've chosen the right tool for the job. Wait, it's even more vulnerable to lightning? I mean, if that is the case, we might honestly be better off just leaving the Stray Demon for miracles. I find it ironic that the Stray Demon would be vulnerable to lightning. Is that the first... I know, and that'll take time. My only concern, Sizzleth, is that chat voted for us to go see Stray Demon, so that's why I'm concerned. It's like, well, we might be better off for the run if we just wait till later to see Stray Demon with miracles. But chat did say they wanted to go see Stray Demon. I mean, chat, will you be okay if I just went to SIF instead? Because I know we were originally supposed to go to Stray Demon. Alright, Grubcore. Anyone else in chat? I know there were 2 votes for Stray Demon. I just want to make sure we're being fair to everyone. Yeah, at this point in the list, I don't think it's going to be a fast defeat just because we would want miracles that we don't have yet. Alright, in that case, SIF it is then. We'll see the Dodo tonight, chat. Also, I think this would be a good spot to take a break, so don't go anywhere, guys. I will be right back. Alright, welcome back everyone, and also, thanks for dropping by, Sizzleth. I hope you have an awesome night. Alright, Gargoyle, this might seem like a dumb question. How much attunement does it take to have 3 spell slots? Because I think... I get the distinct feeling it will be like 14 or 15 attunement. What I'm trying to check for is whether it'd be worth it to get that, you know, 3rd attunement slot so we have more ammunition, so to speak, when we go to fight SIF. Okay, we just only 14. Okay, so that's gonna be like 20,000 souls right there if we want that. But the flip side is then we could get Fireball as well, so that we could have plenty to cast against the Dodo. Since I remember SIF having a lot of health. We don't want to run short. Honestly, that was an optimal rest right there, chat, right at the edge of the bonfire. That's fine, Draktor. I think it's just, you know, people being less chatty because it's staying layer in the year. That's fine. It happens. I know. Let's have a discussion topic. So since you mentioned that you wanted to work on those menus, Draktor, I guess what's left with those? Just for my own understanding, because I know I'll have to, at some point, I will have to make some UI for any sort of like save file menu for Heartwell or something like that, just on the main menu screen. Yeah. Well, to be fair, Copper Nicholson, if there was something about Dark Souls that you didn't understand, you're welcome to ask about it. Like, maybe you could be like, oh, so oh, what's this doggo boss supposed to be like, or something like that. Just, you know, that stuff. What about Milliam? That's a sounded you. No, no, don't you dare. You're saying that Sif is Milliam's ancestor? I mean, I don't know, because maybe if Milliam may also be Doggo, but at the same time, Sif is a good boy. But Milliam is most certainly not. Fair enough, not too fair enough. Yep, Sif is good Doggo and deserves all the cuddles, all the pets. Oh my goodness. Alright then, 1 second. Did somebody call upon the warrior of justice? Hi, Apollo. Oh, again. Hello, Antomicx. Thank you so much for inviting me back in here. I didn't invite you back in here. You didn't? Then who did? Oh, is it this Drekgor person? Yes, Apollo, it was this Drekgor. It was Drekgor. Well, thank you indeed for inviting me back to this wonderful live stream filled with following the rules on the path of justice. I'm glad you agree, Apollo. And what are we doing today on the path of justice, if I might be so asked, Antomicx? We're going to have to fight a vicious great wolf. Ah, yes, a great wolf who has done great evil. Well, we shall avenge the forest it lingers in. Apollo, what? This great wolf is actually a good doggo. Oh. Can we just avoid fighting it in that case? No, we can't, Apollo. It's a mandatory fight. Well, that is a conundrum, isn't it? What's my opinion on being forced to defeat a boss that's trying to protect me from myself? Well, to that I say, how could I ever possibly harm myself? I am a hero of justice. It wouldn't be much of a conundrum for me. Well, Apollo, you're missing the point. I think the point is that Sif is trying to protect us from like our character from ourselves. And well, that's why Sif is a good doggo. Well, to that I say, if it is the only way to walk the path of justice, then it must be done, with however heavy a heart. I see, Apollo. Are you saying that I have missions named after me? You fool. It's not that the missions were named after me, it's that I was named after the missions. Or rather, and those missions were most likely named after the god the sun. From Greek mythology. That was actually very well put, Apollo. Thank you, Antomicx. What if you get pulled into the abyss and suffer a fate worse than death? Gets pulled into the abyss and suffer a fate worse than death. Well, if we must dive into the depths of the abyss to find the item that will let us walk the path of justice, then it's a worthy cause. After all, don't many heroes have to go into the metaphorical belly of the beast before they can truly ascend to greatness? Is this not what Leia did on her journey? It is indeed, Apollo. Leia did go into her own belly of the beast, metaphorically speaking. She rose stronger for it. Then so shall we! It should be named the Artemis mission. How dare, Copper Nicholson, how dare you say the mission should be named after my aunt? Don't get me wrong, Aunt Artemis is fine. But if anyone deserves to be named after a mission, it should be the one who walks the path of justice. It should be named the Jur mission, because Jur is a good boy. He is indeed. What was that, Follow? Nothing, nothing. Antomicx, I see you have fire in your hands. Does this mean you finally got the fire, her CrossCode? No, Apollo. This isn't Crossworlds once again. This is Dark Souls. We just needed the Pyromancy Flame for this. You were saying you didn't need to get the flame CrossCode? And complete the fire temple? No, Apollo. There is a fire temple in Dark Souls, but we don't need to do that to get the Pyromancy Flame. I see. You know, that's a fair point, Copper Nicholson. I never thought about it that way, that the moon mission is named after the god of the sun. That is kind of ironic if you think about it. It is indeed, but history can be strange that way sometimes. Like how I was not the protagonist of CrossCode. I mean, you were a recurring character, Apollo. That's not the same, Antomicx. It's like saying you were the backed up astronauts for going on the first moon mission. Sure, you were a part of it, but were you really a part of it? Yes, Apollo, they were a part of it. I guess so, but they weren't the star of the show like I should have been. I wonder though, chat, what would CrossCode be like if Apollo was the main character? So many things would be different. Well, for one thing, we would have a story that's entirely about walking the path of justice and doesn't involve any cheating, unlike Leia. Listen, Apollo, just because Leia wanted to handicap herself at level 1 doesn't mean she was cheating. She was just making it harder on herself for a challenge. To my knowledge, I thought that was Sergei's fault. Well, it was Sergei's fault. He changed the code, but we were the ones who decided to make that possible in the first place. I see. So you're saying you cheated, Antomicx? No, Apollo, I didn't cheat. It's in New Game Plus. It's perfectly within the rules of CrossCode. I have not seen that, Copper Nicholson. Also, now that I think about it, we should probably reverse our hollowing since we're here. And there we go, we're human again. Ayy. Ah, the fair maiden returns. I think if we get to around 20,000 souls, we should have enough for our attunements. Wait, you're saying there's a TV show where I'm the protagonist? Oh, this I gotta see. Well, mind you look up on YouTube, Apollo, or whatever it is in the future. I will indeed. This should be fun. Is that a cat? I think it is Apollo. Well, I must say, he is very dashing. And he certainly has that heroic flair to him. I guess this would be me in TV form, wouldn't it? I agree, Apollo. Right, almost there. We'll get back to it eventually, Copper Nicholson. Shows can be like that sometimes. Indeed, I remember when my favorite show was canceled. Or postponed. Indefinitely. And what show was that, Apollo? Why, it was the 20th season of Friends. The 20th season of Friends? Indeed, and it was rebranded as Sea Doggo. They even had a trailer for it. I was so hyped, but it never got released. Oh yeah, I think I've seen that that trailer before. I'm surprised they haven't released that season yet. Must be taking a while to handle production. Probably 100 years. They will never release Sea Doggo, and it breaks my heart. So we will simply have to resort to our Sea Doggo fan fictions. Ah, that is a shame. Name Apollo. Alright, one more bout should do it. Alright, let's see if we have enough. Okay, we do have enough. Let's go. We'll also want to level up our Pyromancy Flame just a bit, so I want 9,000-ish souls for that. Plus some to get our third attunement slot. I'm not sure, Copper Nicholson, I'm not sure. I mean, sometimes shows just kind of get put on the shelf and they never get finished. That can happen sometimes. Actually, Antomicx, if I may, I have a question for chat. You do, Apollo? What's that? Chat, when you find yourself at home, and decide you want to go exercise, what's the first exercise you do? Or put another way, what's your favorite exercise? I've been trying to get that Jordan to work out with me more, and well, I want to add some variety to our routine. Oh, that's actually an excellent question, Apollo. Well, that's for me. I'd probably go back and forth between sit-ups and just plain jogging, because both are a lot of fun and really, you know, can do a lot for you. Sit-ups, of course, to work on your core, and jogging, of course, just to work on cardio. Apollo lights guys, Copper Nicholson, I believe. At least according to the fandom. And do you believe the fandom, Apollo? I do indeed. Or at least the Apollo of this parallel universe does. Since I've heard that there are other parallel universes out there where perhaps there was a different kind of Apollo. A different kind of Apollo. That sounds scary. Thanks. Hey! Ah, I see, Copper Nicholson, I see. Well, I guess in a way, my favorite workout would be Crossworld, since it is sort of a VR game that involves moving your body a bit. Especially with the right controls, you can really force yourself to get a good aerobic workout from that. But at the same time, I recognize that in order to get stronger, I will need to lift more. And when I get stronger, I will be able to better walk the path of justice in real life. That's a good way to look at it, Apollo. How many more times are we going to have to play with this? Have to mess around with the strat and Antomicx? Well, I'd say at least until we can have enough souls to get this Pyromancy Flame to +5 Apollo, so should be pretty soon. I see. And then we will try to challenge the Dado. Very well. I'll do that. There we go. Careful. Hey, welcome back, Rekor. Welcome back, Rekor, the one who invited me to this wonderful stream. Oh, we haven't done Dado yet, Rekor, but we almost have enough souls to reinforce the Pyromancy Flame to at least like +5 or something like that. So, what I was trying to do, Rekor, is reinforce the Pyromancy Flame to +5 and get just another Pyromancy so we have, as I'll put it, plenty of ammunition for when we fight SIF. It's all good. And then we will be able to walk to the path of justice. I do find it interesting. Like, it's a fascinating design choice to make the Pyromancy just like something that requires 0 stat investment to get into. It's perfect for like soul level 1 runs. And now it's all just about like investing heavily in souls. So it's like a really high upfront cost, but it has a lot of potential. All right, that should be enough. Well, that works. I tried to use the Pyromancy Flame, but it said no. I am realizing this might be a mistake. Why is it always these hollows? It's always these hollows. Okay, there we go. I did question Rekor. We have not purchased the crest, which means we're going to have to go a long way, but that's okay. Let's go. Time that perfectly. That's the power of parrying. Indeed, parry for the win. That was indeed a good parry, Antomicx. You should be proud of yourself. Knights of follow. Don't mention it.
Oh, please, as all.
Okay, so first step, fireball. You know, we could have a +6 Pyromancy Flame. Why not? Might as well. That's a good question, Dreadcore. How often do you parry in Crossworlds, Apollo? How often do I parry in Crossworlds, you say? Why? All the time. I am the master of parrying. You might even say I am the parry god. Is that true, Apollo? What about all those times during the Know It speedrun where you failed to parry Leia? Those were just one-offs. Uh-huh, sure. Alright. So we have a +7 Pyromancy Flame with 131 magic adjust. And we will shortly have 3 Pyromancies. Well, unfortunately, I have to take a pretty roundabout way to get to Dado. But we will ascend and we will prevail. Any other questions, hints for the esteemed Apollo Drekor? It's alright if you don't have any Drekor, it's just Apollo being Apollo. Hey! Okay. So let's think about this. The nearest bonfire to the basin is the one... Oh, right. Down Attune Magic. Forgot about that. 1 second. Indeed not, Grekor. I am not a retro gamer, unlike Antomicx, who loves the occasional good retro game. Alright, there we go. We have 3 Pyromancies, just raring to go. You're saying Crossworlds is a pixelated top-down game? Oh, that would be such an interesting way to experience Crossworlds. We completely changed the meta, though. Oh, we can't even throw it that far. Interesting. Okay, that's some damage. This is just practice, chat. That seriously not hit. Ow. Ow. But it does solid damage when we actually hit. But the catch is we have to actually hit. Yo, that's actually pretty quick. If you would stop moving. Oh dear, we're dead. Rip. But still, Drekor, that idea just blows my mind. That Crossworlds would be a top-down RPG. My goodness, the possibilities are endless. Ow. At distance, though. Can we, like, aim this up? No, we cannot. Move. Move, move, move. Darn it! We are so close! I know we can do this. We just need to... We gave ourselves a tower shield. Stability. Does a lot more stability. Alright, we got a hit. Alright, nice hit. Nice hit. Alright, we baited the attack. Yeah, bait that lightning. Bait the lightning, good. Yo, that stability actually, he saved us there. On. Let's go! Yes. Finally defeated that thing. Let's at least preemptively get some more Titanites.
Don't get yourself.
Where was thinking? I think you were talking about what bonfire we're going to. Ah, that's correct, Apollo. So I'm thinking it would be best for us to go to the bonfire that's in Darkroot Basin, just because that'll be nearest the ladder. That can let us most effectively get to where we need to go. I remember this. It's Lush Jungle. That was when that other girl was here. Oh, you mean Milliam? Yes, she who shall not be named. For once I agree with you, Apollo. She who shall not be named. I guess that's in the eye of the beholder, isn't it? That's adorable. No, Copper Nicholson, no. She's been back here pretty often, Copper Nicholson. I feel like that would just be a little too much in too short of a period of time. The way I think of it is that Milliam's a rascal. She's hilarious, but she's also a rascal. And for our own sanity, probably kindle this bonfire. Where's our humanities? Mason Valverde's limits click and by tack instead. Oh no, the absolute chaos that would ensue. Oh no, my hands are right over the button. Whoa. Don't you dare, Copper Nicholson. And one night, I with Milliam in the stream was already too much to bear. But another, that would be cruel. Also mentioned Copper Nicholson, there's only like 10 minutes left in the stream, most likely, so it wouldn't be for particularly long. Elf mouse button was stuck, so. Thank goodness. Alright, now we shall finally make our way to where we must go. Run past all these guys. I remember this very, very tall ladder. I wonder who made this ladder. Me too, Apollo. This must have taken forever to make. The fact that it's made out of one singular piece of wood, it bothers me. Just how large of a tree must have been chopped down to create this? That is a great question, Apollo. Alright, so... if I remember correctly, we crossed the bridge, and it's... we crossing the bridge? No. We want to go this way, and we'll be, like, right there. I think. Get out of here. I sense the directions are awful on this area. Okay, it's not to the left. Okay, we want to go the other way, I think. Go over here. Am I being dumb, chat? Okay, I am being dumb. So we actually didn't want to cross that bridge. We want to go the other way. Well, that's unfortunate because we used to ask this class, but oh well. At least we know for next time. All right. Now the real test begins. Well, best of luck, Antomicx, when you fight this diabolical Dado. It's a good Dado. Just remember, Apollo, the hardest part about this battle is trying not to cry. Okay, Apollo? I will indeed be trying my best. Surely it can't be so serious. You'll see, Apollo, you'll see. Give it time. Cross this bridge. Oh, also, Copper Nicholson, since you probably haven't seen this before, let me know if, let's just say lots of memes have been made about this, about this boss in particular, and when you see it, you'll see why, okay, Copper Nicholson? But before we do that, it's probably good to get the item behind the, not the memes, but like as soon as you see it, you'll be like, oh yeah, so this is where that meme comes from. But first, let's get the item behind the gravestone if we can. It's a decent enough range. I think it improves like riposte damage. Yep, got the Hornet range. All right. That is a big wolf. Is he carrying that sword like a stick? That's... I can already feel my heart. Me too. Me too. Alright, we got a hit, but unfortunately, SIF being SIF has already defeated us. Well, that was a terrible first attempt. Yeah, it's been a while since since I fought the Dado. Yeah, that's why I say Top Originals is like when people saw that in the newest Pokemon game that the one legendary dog carries the sword, like everyone's like, it's SIF. Now you understand. This is where that comes from. Yeah, you're right, Record. Add it to SIF's underbelly. So even then, I'm not sure if we were doing enough damage to be able to do it because we only have so many casts of our various pyromancies. I see. So we have enough to defeat Sith, but possibly, but just not very much wiggle room. Understood. I'm not sure where. And we even do that record. Does that does the Pyromancy Flame actually do damage as like a fist attack? Probably not very much. I know it's the cat area, but we defeated the cats. Indeed we did. They were deadly cats. Try shift flicking. Okay. They're saying shift flicking would just mean we attack with the Pyromancy Flame itself. Okay. Which I imagine is not particularly strong. Oh, that didn't work. The underbelly. The underbelly. Underbelly of the Dodo is the safest spot. Ow! E-spin. Whaps! Come on. Alright, we got another one. Go for it, go for it, go for it! Alright, we got one. Great. Go for it. Oh, SIF almost went off the map. Can you imagine if SIF just like fell off the map and that was enough to make it. We were probably not going to get that lucky. Drink. Drink, 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 drink. Come on. Alright, we got a hit. Go, 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 go. Not worth it, not worth it, not worth it, not worth it. Okay. Ow. I will say this spider shield is really coming in handy. It's helping us survive attacks we would not otherwise survive. Oh, we're in. Combustion it is then. I'm scared because if we don't pull this off, this is going to be spooky. Run in it. Go for it. Okay. Okay. We only got Darn it! Sif! Okay, good. Work with me here, Sif. Be a good dog. Ow! No! We were doing so well! Yeah, the timing's a bit wonky, but that was definitely much better than last time. I feel like that's doable, but we just gotta stay focused. You were very close, Antomicx. I feel like with another to try, you could do it. Alright, dumb question, chat. Does two-handing the Pyromancy Flame increase damage? I would assume not. I mean, the match just seems to be the same. Okay, then we'll assume it doesn't, because just logically that wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense. How is holding a flame with two hands instead of one make the spell stronger? Really? It deals with intelligence. Okay. I'm assuming that the sorcery range isn't going to boost it either. Like, there's probably some ring out there that actually boosts pyromancy damage. But that's probably like, I don't know, a reward for a particular guild or something. Wait, it does? Hold on. Alright, 1 second. If it does, then we should be using that. Alright, well if it does that, then yeah, we should totally use that. Just deal more damage, you know, that's a good thing. Oh, we can still fast roll, how about that? Oh, what is Antomicx? I think I now realize why the cat area is here. Why is that, Antomicx? Why? Because Apollo, it's if you're coming up from the Hydra, like the basin where the Hydra is, this is the fastest way to get to SIF. So it's like it's blocking your quick way to get to SIF without actually getting the actually unlocking the Crest of Artorias. If that's the reason the cats were there, that's actually really fascinating. Because before, when you go over there, if you got the Crest of Artorias, you're like, why are these cats here? They're just kind of there, aren't they? But no, it's to It's to be that sort of challenge for the player. The people who do decide to go the other way. Oh yeah, what? That's good damage. Much better damage. On the belly. Give him the tummy wubs. SIF deserves all the tummy wubs. The end? Okay. Oop. Alright, we got it. Just keep giving him the doggo the tummy rubs. That's all. That's all he wants. I can't believe that was a hit. Well, we take those. Alright, we ran in at the right time. That's good. Oof. We're down to our combustions, chat. Come on. Let's go! Yes! Well, unfortunately, we must say goodbye to SIF. At 40,000 souls, what? I feel sad now. I do too, Apollo, I do too. It also means we have to say not just goodbye to SIF, but goodbye to Pyromancies as well. So, rip Pyromancies. They served us well. Ooh. All right. And with that, still I believe we got 40,000 souls for that. I mean, Pyromancy's fine, it's just... Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of options there, you know, there's plenty of a good variety left, I think, from the options available. I mean, the big sticklers left, in my view, are going to be the great bows and the shield attacks, and possibly talismans as well, because, as we already know, pretty limited options with miracles. But beyond that, everything else is pretty, you know, pretty alright. Like, you could do stuff with that. I think it's more so comprehensible that most people don't understand the power that Pyromancy can offer. Since if you don't pick the Pyromancer class, you have to go a pretty decent distance into the game until you unlock it. And even then, it requires a lot of soul investment to get into. But once you're invested in it, it does a ton of good stuff. Yeah. Yeah, shield attacks. Well, the thing is, Grekor, though, the reason I'm leaving shield attacks for so late is because there's actually one shield in this game. Well, there's two shields in this game that I consider to have viable attack options. One is the bone shield, like the bone wheel shield, which would be if we want to do a little melee round. But the other one, which I think is a lot more interesting, is the Moonlight Butterfly shield, because that shield is really cool. No, not the wheel shield, Drekor. We're not going for the wheel shield because we'd have to grind for that. I'm talking about if we can get a shield to +10 and ascend it with the Moonlight Butterfly soul. That would be really, really fun to use, I think. Such a unique weapon. Just need to get back to you, Andre. So that's the plan anyway for the shield one, is to save up for that, because I feel like there's plenty we could do with that. Even though I think we only get 30 casts before it breaks, because it's like, uses 4 durability per cast. The wheel shield, Copper Nicholson, is you spin it like a wheel and it just does a ton of damage. It is, like, it's a meme weapon, Copper Nicholson, but it has by far the highest attack power of any shield. And for good reason. The enemies that use it are like these wheel skeletons. They roll towards you on it and do a ton of damage if they get you lined up. So yeah, it's basically like, think of it as less of a wheel and more like a saw or just, yeah, like a spiked wheel of some kind. Spin it like a saw and it does a ton of damage. So the problem with the wheel shield is that you have to actually, it's a rare drop from the wheel skeletons. So you have to just grind for it and hope you get lucky. Whereas with the butterfly shield, while there's a lot of stuff to set up to get it, at least you can guarantee you can get it. They aren't droidicos per se, Copper Nicholson. Okay, but now that we actually have the souls, we really do need to invest in faith, unfortunately. That's kind of where we're at. Because we need 25 faith to get the thing. I'm also noticing we probably attune some magics. A great heavy soul arrow and heavy soul arrow and homeward. Oh, we're just talking about the No, Satu, we're not doing any glitches like that. That's no fun. Alright, now we're technically in Sun's Fortress. Snacks. Where are you, Snacks? I know you're here. Oh, there we are. Well, we almost got that strat to work. I forgot that how much health these guys have. And they sure jump far, don't they? Okay, we made him. I know, like, for these guys, this Y-hander is actually great because it just forces them to be yeeted to the ground. Great heavy soul arrow. Eat that! Oh, you really don't like that. Take this. If they, oh, yeah, oh, you're right, I forgot about that guy. You're right, Sun's Fortress has a place where you can get large shards, you're right. Excellent point, Grekor, excellent point. Alright. Thinking first, for these guys, since they hit so hard, we'll probably want the spider shield, just because it has way more stability. I also just want to equip this range, since I feel like sorceries will be more reliable. against these things. Of course, with Sun's Fortress, you also want to take advantage of the traps as much as possible. Which I forgot don't reset till death. Ow! No, 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 no. Go away. Take this. Easy. Perfect. Well, kind of, but we got it. You know, chat, if we ever get to the point where this stuff can just one-shot these things, this might be a decent place to grind. Yep, welcome to Sen's Fortress. Sen's Funhouse, as it's known. We're gonna be probably exploring here a lot next stream, because it's a big dungeon with lots to do. Also, I know Thunder Bro is up there. Yeah, welcome to the Funhouse. To the fun. Okay. I know Lightning Sneck is over there, but in order to get Lightning Sneck, we'll need to get closer with this. Can't quite lock onto him yet. Alright, Lightning Sneck. Take this. Eat this. Bye-bye, Lightning Sneck. Alright, now let's get rid of this guy. Oh, that broke his guard. Yep. Let's say you, Paul. Think a place like this can fit in Crossworlds? I do indeed, Sanaku. In fact, this probably would make so much sense for Vermilion Wasteland, if I'm being honest. I think I can see that, Paula. That being said, the devs weren't that diabolical. They just gave us Dioribus instead. I'll leave you to be the judge of which was eviler. Well, I will admit, Dioribus is pretty evil in terms of boss design. Okay. I don't. Alright, that one's not a mimic. I didn't think so, but that's. Yo! Yes, we need those. We take those. We definitely take those. There should be another snack over here somewhere. Snack? Snack. Up there, snack. Does that guy wake up as soon as we run past here? I don't remember. Well, oh, well, there goes that guy. We need the tutorial for the boulder. Eat this. Move. Move. There we go. Yep, Dank Swanks. Hello, Spudkid. Thanks for dropping by. How you been? Welcome to the Funhouse. I know we have to talk to Sigmire. I just want to wait for that Spalder to go by. Then we shall go that way. All right. The precarious. Move. Go for it. Let's go. Okay. Yep, welcome to Sun's Funhouse, full of nice rides like big boulders, swingy axes, snakes, and arrows. Indeed. Oh, and who is this fine gentleman we see here? Oh, glad you asked, Paul. This is Sigmire.
Oh ho! Ah, where did you come from? Splendid news, I tell you.
Yes, splendid news. Is he a warrior on the path of justice? He is indeed, Apollo.
Ah, so you see my plight. Yes, indeed. I've run up against a wall, or a ball to be precise. I'm afraid I'm a bit too tough to be outrunning those things. So here I sit in quite a pickle, but who knows? Perhaps we'll have another development.
Spud Dip, I'm going to mention stream's probably going to end in the Let's Fire Sets Net, so are you sure? Like, are you positively sure? Because I can refund those for you if you want to use that at a more opportune time. You can save it for Thursday? Alright, in that case, well, you have to spot tip, this Thursday is going to be a dev stream. And I don't typically do role-playing on dev streams. But you can save it for next Tuesday or next Thursday. And I can give you a refund for that. Alright, you'll save it for next week? Sounds good. Then in that case, I will... try to fix that real quick. I remember how. Here it is, manage requests. And okay. I think, correct me if I'm on spec yet, but I think that should refund your points. Anyway, well, you have to understand Cropper Nicholson is getting towards the end of it. Also, like checked last week when you went through Orlando. Sarah shows up in Orlando, wants whether you talk to him here or not. You only need to talk to him. Okay, understood. Thanks for that, Brecor. I think we've exhausted Sid Meier's dialogue, but I'm not. Let's just try some dialogue. But yeah, sorry about that, spot tip. Don't get me wrong, I think it'd be fun to have Sarah here just once, but for funsies, but we want to make sure you get your most for that. But yeah, let me know if the refund worked successfully, so that you can have your points back. And if not, just remind me next time, and I'll be sure to reward as needed. Okay. And we'll wait just a moment. We do have to run a considerable distance to... Wait for it. Yes! Perfect! The plays! I think the Shotel Drekor is something you just get from that one merchant in Blighttown. And I would like to have the Shotel, it's one of my favorite weapons. Yo! Chat! We got this one! We got this one, this is a very good ring. Oh, the shuttle's here. Fair enough. But yes, we finally have it. Like, look at how much massive of an increase that is. Now, unfortunately, we would, I think, yeah, we would lose out on our fast roll if we do this, but in the future, we add just a little bit more endurance. That'd be a good get. Alright, so I'm trying to remember where... Oh, it's from behind us. Okay. We'll just lower him. Come on. Perfect. It all worked according to plan, chat. All according to plan. Yeah, I know what you mean, Ruckor. Oh, pfft. That was a bit too close for comfort. Yes, beware of boulder, indeed. We did it! Let's go! I don't think I want to go that way. Okay. We also want to turn one more to the right. I know, we gotta save Loden. The whole reason I'm here is because I want to turn it this way. So that way we can open that door and get our goodies. But correct me if I'm wrong, Breckler, don't we need some kind of key to save Loden down there? Or can we just, like, open them up? Alright, we need the cage key, which... It's out there. Also, hello, Cats Episode Sets. Thanks for dropping by. How's it going? Welcome to the Challenge Run stream. Currently, we are in the midst of a Weaponlocke challenge run, which lets us, which is where we ban a weapon class after every boss battle. So the more bosses we defeat, the fewer weapons categories we have available. Currently, we're making our way through Sen's Fortress. I don't remember where the cage key is because it's such a useful item, especially since it gives us unlocks the fortress for this place. Not the fortress, the shortcut for this place. Alright, it's after the crestfallen merchant guy. Okay. Understood. Wait for it. Good. Get off, get off, get off. Alright, we got it. Alright, we are making good progress here, but it is also very precarious, as you can see, Jen. There we go, that's more like it. Oh, that's right, so we have to jump across and that's where the key is, okay. Do I intend to use, I mean, we were using Slumbering Dragon Crest. Oh, sorry, the other one, my mistake. I'm not sure, honestly. Depends if we need it or not. Do want it right at that guy, though, so... Give me a second. And this is all we have to do, chat. Dark Souls is a perfectly balanced game without exploits. This seems very cheap, Antomicx. You have to understand how follow this is a very long dungeon. We also don't have this longbow upgraded, so it's doing minimum damage. Like with an upgraded composite bow, this would be much more efficient. Anyway. Is there another one? No, there wasn't. Okay. Okay. Bang, bada, boom. Come on. Carefully. Anything over here? No, it wasn't. Okay. You seem to be doing quite well, Antomicx. Nice ball. I've been here a while. Avoid those. I know where the bonfire is, Drakdor. I also don't like having all the fire. Okay, we got it. It's lit, chat. It's lit. And I attempted at the cage key, so we'll make do with here. All right. I'd say let's try it at the cage key and then call it a night. That. Where are we? Am I being dumb? Ah, here we are. It might be. It has been a while, hasn't it? Have that. Very precarious. Jump. Okay, let's go. We made the jump. And there's the die, chat. The die sells us our large Titanite shards. It's a whopping 4,000 a pop, but still. He sells very good stuff. Tower Shield's excellent too. Also sells the Katarina helm and the Baldur gear.
Nothing at all. Fine then.
We do have to go down this way, down this very, very, very long tower to get the key we want. Do not care. We got the key. Key got chat. And since we're up here, might as well get the cage shortcut if we can. Not that far. Also should probably change the catalyst. Careful. Careful. Boop. Let's go. I know. I heard that. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, we have the shortcut. We descend. Whee! I love this shortcut. It's so satisfying. Okay, look at this, chat. We're all the way back here now. Anyway, let's go back up. Bye-bye. Yeah, so everyone's enjoying the fun. Gladly take those Titanite shorts. What's back here? There's something back here. There's really nothing back here. Fair enough. Feels weird. I swear there was something. Alright, Dark Souls. You want to be that way? Fine. I thought Dark Souls can be like that sometimes. Like what sometimes? Oh, well, Paulo sometimes they just have hallways like that that have nothing. There's just some enemies to fight. Let's be some enemies to fight. We should get rid of the guy as being a nuisance up there. Get rid of this guy. Oh, he's gonna do a stomping tantrum. Yep. Or even hit him from here, probably not. Nope. Oh, this'll do it. I don't want to accidentally clip through the wall is the issue. There we go. Well, rip that, but at the very least, we can ensure that he doesn't ever have to throw stuff at us again. Now, I will mention a fun fact, chat, that I only found out randomly. You see that giant over there? That giant can actually be defeated, and if you defeat that guy, then the boulders don't get yeeted all over the place down in Sen's Fortress, which can be convenient or harmful depending on what you're trying to get. I also think there was another pathway here. Yeah, down there. Oh, well in that case we definitely want that because we do need a good straight sword. I think Ricker's rapier is pretty good. So we will get that. Oh, the Brave Warrior. Oh, wait. There's also an item down here, if I'm remembering correctly. Yep, I know. The thing about rapiers, direct wars, they have very high DPS. There's that chest. All right. Ow. There we go. Oh, that's where that was. Okay. I knew that ring was here. I didn't realize it was there, though. And there's that item down there, which I think we have to... Do we seriously have to drop from all the way up there just to get, or can we just, like, hop over somewhere? Like that. Oh, we can do that. That works. Yo! Yo! I don't think I've ever used that in this game. I've used that in Dark Souls 3, like the sniper crossbow. Let's take a look. Interesting. So I wonder why it is that large crossbow with long distance used by current snipers. Well, what's like the advantage of the sniper crossbow? Does it like have more range or something? Because it's like, you know, the heavy crossbow will deal more damage. It looks cool though. I'll do that. More range. Okay. I mean, with the hawk rain, that doesn't matter too much. But yeah, I guess if it's having less damage fall off, it could be nice. Right, we have these guys again. Good block. Alright, well they know their stuff. What? We need our souls. 1 second. It happens, chat. It happens. Ah, so they're saying this one responds? Good to know. That's more like it. So we really have to bait the attack and then go for it. There we go. Can we take those Titanite shards too? Alright, let's get that rapier and call, and I'd say call it from there. Indeed. You're certainly progressing very quickly through this dungeon. Antomicx, is this normal? Depends on your perspective of normal, Apollo. Okay. Actually, getting this off is going to be hard. Don't need expert timing like that. Oh, he dodged this time. Very true, Jackboard. I like Sense Fortress because you can get through it really quickly if you know what you're doing, but like for your first time, it feels so massive and hard, like a very challenging dungeon. All right, we almost got him. Got him! Let's go! We got Rickard. Rip Rickard indeed. He fought valiantly with his weapon. I don't think either of these are mimics, so... Oh, we got. Cool. Reverend to Sacrifice. Always welcome. Divine Blessing. Alrighty, I think that was a massive chunk of Sen's Fortress. So, with that out of the way, I think this will be good stock or good spot to leave things off. We'll just level up a bit, get some more faith, and of course, since we have the capability to now, we can reinforce our weapons. I've noticed we were getting a lot of shards. Where's our axe? Look at this, chat. +9 gargoyle tail. I know about the tougher skull serpent ring, but I think we'll have to leave that for some other time, I think, Rekor. But yeah. Stop attacking. Okay. So if you're watching on Twitch, feel free to stick around for a raid, but if you're watching on YouTube and you like what you saw, please consider subscribing on YouTube. It's free to subscribe on YouTube. You can always change your mind later, and it's a great way to show support. If you're watching on YouTube, I hope you have an awesome night.